This is a question from GATE 2016 from Chemical Engineering, question number 7. In a cyclone separator used for separation of solid particles from a dust-laden gas, the separation factor is defined as the ratio of the centrifugal force to the gravitational force acting on the particle. SR denotes the separation factor at a location near the wall, that is at radial distance r from the center of the cyclone. Which of the following statements is incorrect? Option A, SR depends on the mass of the particle. Option B, SR depends on the acceleration due to gravity. Option C, SR depends on the tangential velocity of the particle. And option D, SR depends on the radial location R of the particle. So this is a question from cyclone separator from mechanical operations, and the reference NPTEL lecture can be found in Unit 3, Lecture 15, Size Reduction Equipment to Mechanical Operations by Professor Shavina Khanam, Department of Chemical Engineering, IIT Roorkee. So here in this question, they have given a cyclone separator of radius r, and a particle is undergoing two forces, a centrifugal force Fc and a gravitational force Fg. And by definition, the separation factor SR is given as the ratio of the centrifugal force to that of gravitational force, and that means SR will be Fc by Fg. Now the centrifugal force can be defined as mR into omega square, and the gravitational force can be represented as m into g. Now this can even be simplified by taking omega, which is the angular velocity, is equal to v by r, where v is the tangential velocity. So this mr omega square will become mr into v square by r square, the whole by mg. Now in this equation, we can cancel out a lot of terms. So the m will get cancelled in the numerator and the denominator, and this r will also get cancelled once here. So the final equation for the separation factor SR will be equal to v square by rg. Now here v square is the tangential velocity of the particle. So that means SR will depend on the tangential velocity of the particle, which means option C is true. It is not incorrect. It is correct perhaps. And v square by rg, so it also depends on r, which is the radial location of the particle. So option D is also true. And g is the gravity, so option B is also true. The only thing that is not true out of these four options is option A, because the mass term gets cancelled in the numerator and denominator for the separation factor. So separation factor is independent of the mass of the particle. So that means out of these four options, the incorrect statement is option A. Separation factor SR depends on the mass of the particle. So option A is the right answer here.